Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome back to the Owlery. Today I'm going to be giving you my weekly wrap-up for the last week of November 2016. I am a couple days late. I usually like to post these on Sundays, so I'm sorry about that, but the holiday weekend was just super busy and I've been doing nothing but Christmas shopping the last 4 days, and I'm so excited for Christmas, you guys. I cannot wait. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on to the wrap-up. The first book that I read this week was If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, and this is a fantastic read for the genre that it is in and for my likes and preferences. I did give it a 3 out of 5 stars only because it is a contemporary and I'm just not a fan of the boy and the girl fall in love type story. I did read this because it's got quite a few votes for the Young Adult BookTube Awards, so I decided to give it a shot, and I think it is a great read for LGBTQ. It obviously gives that transgender character that we really need to see in this type of genre. It is an own reads, I believe that's the hashtag, own reads book, meaning that it is about a transgender character written by a transgender author, and I think that's really, really great. I kind of just wish there was more to the story. I guess when I say more to the story, I'm like magic and dragons and spaceships and fantasy and science fiction, because those are my favorite genres, and I'm just not a fan of contemporary. I really don't think I've ever given a contemporary book more than like 3 stars, except for, what's her name? I have her over here. Oh my goodness, what is her name? Ellen Hopkins. Ellen Hopkins. I love that they're written in verse, but those are the only books that I've ever given more than 3 stars. Ellen Hopkins books that are contemporary. So I'm just not a fan of contemporary. But again, like I said, I think this is a great story. It was written really, really well. It's just not for me. So I highly recommend it to those of you who are big fans of contemporary or reading LGBTQ lit or queer lit, but just wasn't my thing because of the boy-girl fall in love storyline. And the next book that I read is pretty much on the same wavelength. It's The Problem with Forever by, I don't even know, somebody, I can't remember. But again, another book that's got lots of votes for the Young Adult BookTube Awards, and so I decided to give it a shot. But again, it's a contemporary boy and girl fall in love, and I honestly don't even, like, remember a lot of the plot points. I do believe that our main female character comes from a background of abuse, and she was in a foster family that neglected her, and I did find that plot point very interesting, and seeing kind of somebody who had PTSD and how her life is affected because of that experience as a child, and I thought that was interesting, so I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars, I believe. But again, the majority of the plot of this story is boy and girl fall in love, and I was just left disappointed because I needed something more. But that's, again, just my preferences. I think this is a very well-written book. I think that it had a really good backstory for the main character, and then the love interest as well has a very similar backstory, and so I just thought that that was a good plot point to put in there, but again, I was just kind of left wanting more, unfortunately. Now, I am currently reading Harriet by Marissa Meyer. I am 65 pages into this book, and it is fantastic. I just love Marissa Meyer and her writing. It's so fast-paced and smooth, though you don't feel like it's not action-y fast-paced. It's just like the way that she writes, you just want to keep reading and reading and reading and reading, and you can't put it down. And it's fantastic. This is about the Queen of Hearts before she was the Queen of Hearts, before she became like this evil tyrant in the Alice in Wonderland story. And I am really excited to see where Marissa Meyer goes with this. I think this is going to be a fantastic story. It's funny because I had this at my family's house when I was visiting for Thanksgiving, and I always keep like my bag of stuff in the bathroom because there's really no spare room, and this was on top of my bag, and my brother read it while he was going to the bathroom. The last chapter, he read the last chapter while he was going to the bathroom, and he was this close to spoiling me, and I almost could have murdered him because that would have been tragic. I would have been so upset, but he said it was really good even though he only read the last chapter. So I'm excited to see where Meredith Russo? What? I am even saying. I'm excited to see where Marissa Meyer goes with this book. Also, Heartless is our November book of the month for the ones who want to read along, so Chloe and I are going to be doing a live show on it this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. So if you have read Heartless, if you're currently reading Heartless, definitely join us for the live show. We give our spoilery thoughts in the first like 5-10 minutes, and then we go into spoilers and everything that we thought about the book and what we talk about the plot and all that stuff. So if you have read Heartless or are reading Heartless and you want to talk to us about this book, definitely join us for the live show again on Sunday, this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming. It's my weekly wrap-up for the last week of November 2016. Definitely go and make sure you check out the description and all of the links and things for my social media and other places on the internet you can talk to me about books. If you would like to check out my most recent video, click right there. If you would like to subscribe, click right there. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!